Hey guys, it's BW and we're back out in the garage. Felt like we were just here the other day. We were taking care of this rocker and we got it fitted up pretty good. So now we're going to work on getting these old wheel tubs out. I want to bring you in and show you what I got going on. I think we're just going to try to get these spot welds out with the step bit. It seemed like it worked pretty good. My tip broke on it, on my good one, so I bought these cheapies from Amazon, so I'm just going to see how they work. I just took my grease pencil and I marked where all the spot welds are up through here and here. So we want to get it detached from inside the cabin, and once we get that done, I think then we'll climb underneath, and we're probably going to break out the plasma cutter because that seemed like it worked really good, and in there we just want to cut it away from all the brackets and just get it off of the quarter panel and everything like that. But we'll work it together. You can see over here on this side it was so rotten, I just, you know, cut the metal away from it right there, and we may end up doing the same thing. We'll see. It's like there's nothing really left to the floor right there anyway. Oh, I got you crooked there. I didn't mean to do that. They cut all right. Not as good as my original one, but what do you want for the cheapie? I figured I'd show you guys something real quick. That unibit I got, the cheapie, it's okay. It's not the sharpest, but my old bit has this end broken off, so I just chamfered it a little bit with the grinder, and it's really, it won't start into the metal, but up here the bit is still really sharp. So I'm just putting a pilot hole in real quick with a real sharp drill bit. Let me show you real quick. Hold on, let me change. You can see now with the pilot hole, and you can see how bad that is on the tip. But look how sharp it is once it's in there. I mean, that goes right in there. That spot weld's gone. So that's way better than the new one I got, my old one. So there you go. Instead of trying to save a buck, get yourself a good bit next time. Okay, we got everything inside the cabin. It's all broke free. It's not connected to the wheelhouse anymore. So we're gonna take our fun times and go underneath the car and see what we got to do to get the wheel tub out under there. Okay guys, well, we're taking a good look around and we got a pretty good idea what we got to do. You can see there's probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spot welds right there holding it to the old floor. I could just cut down there with the plasma cutter, but I might leave that for now just to help me line up the new wheel tub, because it's like a lot of the wheel tub work over there was guesswork. I'm pretty sure we're right, but I mean, that would be good if I could have an indicator. And it looks like we only have 3 that are attached to the inner rocker, I guess you would call it, right there, there, and there. So there's 3 there, and however many right there. So that's not going to be that bad to get out. This was a repair job on this outer tub, and I'll show you what's going on with that right there. Doesn't look like a very good one either. But it is what it is. They did what they did. Excuse me, I didn't mean to bounce you around like that, but let me see if I can find my screwdriver. Here it is right here. Maybe I can show you guys. There's like one little tack right here, but the rest of this inner tub is loose all the way back. You can see where they kind of made a little seam and they put it together there. And then they just kind of beat it up into the quarter, I guess, the best they could. This, like I said, this quarter right here, if you look inside, it was on top of another quarter too. So there's a whole bunch of patchwork over here. So you can see how wide open it is right there, and it's been like that. And then you can see right here where there's 3 or 4 more little MIG tacks right there that we'll have to break free. The drop down's still kind of on over here. We'll get rid of that too. That's no big deal. And the way I got, excuse me, I didn't mean to bounce you guys around, but when I get the plasma cutter out, I'll just, excuse me, I'll just cut around these brackets, and then we'll take the metal off after we get the tub out of the way, top and bottom. That's what I ended up doing over there, and it ended up working out really good. So we'll do the same thing over here. It's like there's so many little spot welds to get out. You can see all the holes in my bracket over there, but you know, hey, we'll weld them right on up when it's time. So let me start working. I guess I'm going to work on this floor area first, and the over there in front of the rocker panel right there. Hey guys, well, it's a few days later. It's really beautiful out. It's like 60 degrees. I got the garage door up. I was getting ready to take these wheel tubs the rest of the way out, and see, I got all those spot welds removed from everything. It's broke loose all through there. I was just getting ready to take my plasma cutter and cut out all those, around all those brackets, and get them down and out. And then I got, like, what you call sidetracked. So I was looking at this door, and I was looking at the rocker and the way it fit, and I wasn't liking it at all. So I broke the tacks loose and moved this metal around a little bit, and I got it in a better place right now. But I took the door off because no matter what I did, this door wasn't going to fit right until I fixed the hinges. I already took the top one off. You can see the bottom one I don't have off yet, but look at how bad that pin is. It's terrible. And the spring assist is not even on here. I got extra ones there from when I was doing the driver's side door. I bought a whole kit, so we'll put the spring assist back in. We're going to fix that bottom bushings in a minute. I was just getting ready to take that off. So you guys can see here, I got the new bushings in this one already. I'm just going to dust the rust off of that other hinge, put that one back in, and I'm going to take that one apart. All right, well, we got both hinges rebuilt. They're nice and tight now. Got the spring assist in there like it's supposed to be. I hope this doesn't mess it up, because like I say, this is not the original door to the car. You can see this one was, you can see red there. So I don't know. Like I say, this side of the door is welded, the other side is a bolt on, and on the driver's side they're both bolt on. So I might look for a bolt on door at some point, because I like that extra adjustment in and out. I think you get a little bit, I don't know. But let's bolt this on and see what it looks like. Okay, well, we bolted the door back on. I think it's as good as it's going to get, you know, with this not being the original door. You know, this side's welded, that side's bolted. Everything's nice and tight now. I mean, it's the best I think this door can fit. But I discovered down bottom, if you go back and look at the rocker video that I did, we talked about, you know, it looks like it's in a little bit right here, and it's like it was hit and it came out. I've changed my opinion. I went back and I looked at the footage, and this little lip has always been here. It's about an 1/8 inch in the whole way down. And I think they just curled this door out at the end to meet the quarter panel with their body work. That's what I believe. So I don't know. I think, you know, if I was to use this door, I'm gonna have to shim the hinges, I think, to shim the hinges so, you know, the door will come out that little bit. And I think that would solve it. And but you know, that's neither here nor there. I just wanted to play with that for a little bit, because it was just, it's like when you walk by something, I couldn't let it go. It was bothering me. I know I was in the middle of taking out the wheel tubs, and we're going to jump right back in that. Yeah, I gotta let the shop air out. Look at all that smoke. I hit a pocket of something right there. Oh man, somebody was spraying foam up in here. And that's where the source of a lot of that smoke came from. So we're getting it out. Won't be long now. You guys can see it's nighttime now and it's raining. It's actually the next night. All right. I'm gonna keep getting at this and get this out. My It's a miserable job, but I gotta get it done. Okay guys, well, we got it the rest of the way out. That was a treat, let me tell you. You know, it isn't a bad job, except right here. This bracket, and it's the truth on the other side too. You can't see it. You know it's there, and you can see where I tried to cut around it, but then they're just various lengths, the bend outs that they tack, or what do you want to call it, spot weld onto the top of the original wheel tub, and it was kind of rough to get out. So I butchered this piece up a little bit, but that's no big deal. You guys can see it's just a little piece of sheet metal. It's spot welded in there, and it's just from this bracketry to grab the top of the wheel tub. It's not even, I think there was only 2 spot welds here, and there was 1 on each side, so it's not even super welded. Sorry, my compressor was relieving itself. Anyway, now you guys can see all I got to do is get the metal off the back of these brackets and the front of this one, and I'll do that as nicely as I can. But all right guys, I'm just kind of hanging out here in the shop. I usually give it about a half hour, 40 minutes after hot work, you know, before I'll go in. I got everything unplugged, turned off, and all that stuff. And it's been that long. Check that out. I come out and I looked, I was like, whoops. We sectioned that tub out right there. I got a little aggressive. I think I had the machine turned up. Probably, no big deal. I mean, we got all new quarters we're putting on anyway. And if you guys remember, this is actually a quarter laying on top of another quarter. So we're not worried about it. I just thought it was funny, and I thought I'd show you guys that. But anyway. All right, guys. Well, it's a few days later. We made the repairs to these braces and brackets that hold the wheel tubs, and I got some weld-through primer sprayed on there. We converted anything that looked a little rusty, and we're getting ready to fit up these wheel tubs we got sitting out here. We're going to see how they fit in here. And I'm bumping around, guys, and then stuff hit me in the back of the neck, and I happened to look up. Look at that. That's the trunk gutter area. Looks like that's paper towel somebody stuffed in there, and then they filled it up with tiger hair or fiberglass and maybe some Bondo and bodywork the top, I guess. I don't know. So we're going to ignore that for now. You know, when we get the bottom fixed, after we get that taken care of, I guess we'll take care of that when we're doing the quarters or whenever. But it's just one more thing. At this point, it doesn't even matter. We'll get it taken care of. All right, let me get this area set up. It's a little messy in here, and then we'll see if we can squeeze these wheel tubs into place and at least get them screwed up in there for tonight. All right, guys, well, we're gonna try to see if we can fit this outer wheel tub up in here real quick. See how it goes. It just kind of slides up in. I just got to get it behind that inner quarter and in front of this brace up in here. Seems like it'll go with a little help. Yeah. I hope you guys can see I'm not blocking too much. There we go. Got that behind there. Got that up in there. Just kind of, it's not bad. All right, let's see if you guys can see that. All right, hope. You know, one's texting me, hello buddy. So there you go, we got it up in there. It's behind the inner quarter in there. All right, we got it on the back side of this bracket, and it's just kind of tucks in for right now into this old outside quarter, outer quarter, and you can see where we're lined up, and even down there it's lined up with the rocker for right now. I mean, maybe we got to fine tune it. Like you guys can see, like the quarter, it needs to be sucked up in there. You know, we pulled that all out when we cut everything up, but it's basically where it goes. So now we got to get the inner tub. I got it sitting out there on the pad. And we got to drill some holes in there for the plug welds before we get that up in there. Okay guys, I drilled this one outside the car. I put the holes basically where I felt like they should go. All right, so hopefully we'll be all right. Down in here, you got to kind of guess a little bit because it goes behind that flange. But, you know, so hopefully, I kind of emulated what we did on the other side. I drilled those ones in place. So we're really close. This here, just basically got a slide up in there. It also goes to the rocker up front. So kind of muscle it just a little bit. There we go. And then that big flange goes behind the wheel tub. It's kind of tight to get up in there, but hopefully I don't block you guys. Hopefully you can see. There you go. There you go. Close. Not there yet. That's real close. Alright. I'll tell you what, I'm impressed with these pieces. I really am. These AMD sheet metal parts are about as good as you could hope for, you know? Alright, let me bring you guys over and show you. I'll have to fidget with the joint a little bit. Let me take you off the stand. Grab our flashlight here and let you look up inside. All right, you can see the gap's a little far apart right now, but I mean, when we pull it together with the screws, and then right here you can see I probably got to tap that around with the hammer a little bit until we get that to fit. I mean, I took that apart, and so with the chisel, so you know, we just got to fit it a little bit. All right, so let me get some sheet metal screws in it, and then we'll come back. We'll take a look. All right, guys. Well, I think I have this thing fitting pretty good. These wheel tubs, I got them put together. The seam is a little far apart in the middle on the inside, but at the top, it's tight. So I think if I just mess with it with the body hammer, maybe the clamps, I'm trying to minimize the amount of screws I put in. I don't want a bunch of holes, but you guys can see it's a little tiny bit gappy. Let me see if I put the light up there for you. You can see where it's at. It's real nice right there. And then right there at the bracket, it just opens up a little bit, but if I go up top, it's nice and tight up top. So I think I'm just gonna have to get in there maybe with a piece of like flat bar, long piece of flat bar and a hammer, and just kind of like, you know, body work it a little bit. I think, see how tight it is at the top of that seam? So I think I can get that no problem. I mean, I can't complain about these stamps. They're pretty nice. So I think I'm going to do that, and then, you know, we'll weld everything up after I get it as tight as I possibly can. But I'm really happy with the fit up. Now I was looking side to side, like you can see the square stock I have here with the hole. That's where the bumper bolts used to be. I was trying to hold that. I was taking a measurement like from the end of this to the end over here on both sides, and I'm within an eighth, maybe 3/16. So I think I could weld this side up to the package tray and everything. So let's climb out from underneath the car. Let's go inside, and I'll show you the fit up in there, and then what our next steps I think are going to be. All right, well, we're inside the car and we're just checking out our fit up, and it's pretty gosh darn good. Now, I only put one screw on this. What do you want to call that? Is that like the rear firewall or the, you know, the back wall to the package tray? I just put one screw there for now. And I was just looking at our fit up here. I was a little worried. These flanges that come on these new wheel tubs, they were a hair shorter than the factory ones. I didn't know if it was going to make it all the way behind the inside quarter here, but it does. I mean, with some to spare. So, you know, we'll be able to clamp these up and fill these holes up that we drilled out the spot welds with, and we'll fill them up with plug welds and get that all welded back together. And like I said, after I took those measurements underneath, and they're just junk measurements, but it's something to go by. I mean, we're close enough. I was worried about that side. I'm gonna weld that side up too. We're gonna get everything all welded up. I think that'll be our next video, because I still have to weld this rocker all the way in too. And I mean, it can't go anywhere else. It's in. Everything's in. So I'm happy with this fit up with the wheel tubs. I'm glad I'm back out after it out here. Like I said, I was telling you guys on live, I was a little banged up the last month getting on that new medication, but feeling a lot better, and we're getting back after it. We're out here playing around, you know. I want to get some stuff done on the gasser here in the next couple weeks too. I'm really having fun out here. The shop is an absolute mess. I could back up and just show you everything. I can barely walk in here, but I think it's just if I put away all the tools, and like I think I'm going to do that tomorrow morning, and then just get everything welded out, and we're going to be in a lot better place. And then we're going to make the final decision on whether we want to pull this whole floor out or not, or just get that back section. I might just get the whole floor. One of the reasons why is, you know, the brackets that hold the springs and everything, they're okay. You know, there's a couple spots I guess I could fix if I wanted to, but I'm leaning towards just getting the whole floor, but we'll see. Got the trunk floor over there, but I don't want to put that in if I'm going to put a full floor in. Put the floor in first, then the trunk, right? I don't know, but that's down the road. All right, like I said, I'm going to pick the next video up right where we left off right here. I want to get this out so you guys get some kind of update and let you know I'm still out there working on my stuff. All right, I just wanted to show you a little bit of the back up and look underneath and check out the wheel tubs and everything, how it's all coming together from outside the car instead of just me climbing under there. But here's a better shot. They're really coming out nice. Everything fits up good. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, consider